Injustice is justice to development. And for you to contextualize on this statement, kindly just go and have a read at the history of Singapore under Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, so that you can fully understand what it took Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew to put Singapore in the world map today. And it is not until Kenyans stop comparing Kenya to Singapore, then I kid you not, our leaders shall remain unaccountable till the end of time. From President Ruto's statement of Mambo ni Matatu, of which it is either you go to heaven, of which is not a bad place, or 2, it is either you go to jail, or 3, it is either you look for a country to go. This statement has actually sent some shivers across all the cartels in the country. From the president's statement, I cannot dispute the cognizant fact that there are some cartels in this country that you cannot deal with them right within the law, but you can instead use other ways for you to eliminate them. This draws my attention back in 2016 when the Philippines president issued a statement stating that anyone who will kill a drug lord, then he, the president, would issue a medal for that. And why did he issue such a statement? It's simply because the drug lords or drug cartels were actually getting out of control, and so he had to ask the citizens to intervene. If President William Samoei Ruto really means it in fighting the war against cartels, then he should actually, aside from the firmness, he should actually walk the talk in fighting the cartels. He should not only make it more scary for any Kenyan to think of bribing an official, but rather also make it next to impossible for you to execute the Corruption Act. And that is exactly what happens right now in China. Not only committing the act, but rather even thinking itself is a sin. And when you're suspected to be corrupt, guess what happens? You are hanged in broad daylight. Worldwide, all presidents at one point or another have been forced to pull the trigger at some point. But the difference with President Ruto's statement is on the utterances. Simply because there's some things on this bare earth that are meant for the grave. And if for you to execute them, you need not to utter any statement to anybody. Remember what the former president of the States, Barack Hussein Obama, did to Osama bin Laden and Muammar Gaddafi. It was a silent move of which it was never uttered on any platform. I can assure you for once that this man, President William Samoei Ruto, may have lied in one occasion or the other, but going by the intonation in his recent statement of Mambo ni Matatu, I kid you not, he really meant what he said.
Nimewaambia hawa wote hapo watoke. Hiyo kampuni ni kampuni ya wananchi na tutaipangia upya. Hakuna kesi tutaentertain hapo. Kesi watoe na wao wenyewe watoke. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Tunaelewana? Na nimewaambia mambo ni mangapi? Matatu. Wakitaka kuniletea kisirani, either wahame Kenya, ama nitawaweka jela, ama wasafiri waende mbinguni.
And honestly, let him fight hard so that he can eliminate all the cartels and corruption. Simply because corruption contributes to 40% of Kenya's total problems that we are currently experiencing today. Why I see some sense in his statement is because President Ruto, just like his point man Farouk Kibet, since time immemorial have taken care of anything that seemed to be very difficult in their way. So if you are in one way or the other a cartel, my dear brother and sister, you've got 3 options, of which it is either you travel outside the country and look for another country to live, or take yourselves to jail, or the third being going to heaven, of which heaven isn't a bad place. And among the three options, I kid you not, the government is going to choose which one for you to follow. But honestly, that has just been my opinion. If you do have a contrary opinion to mine, kindly do feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And as I come to the penultimate part of this video, in case if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. If you've been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, kindly just consider hitting on the subscribe button. And more so, if you're watching me from a different platform, either Telegram, TikTok or Facebook, kindly just head on over to YouTube, search for Mohamed Sudi. I'll be the first right person to pop up. If matters socio-economic and political matters are your great areas of concern, kindly do consider hitting on the subscribe button so that each and every time that I upload a new video, it will automatically reflect on your notification panel. And by so doing, you'll simply be supporting my content. Thank you, and may God bless you.